Who?
Oakland.
What about Oakland?
If I could bring back my Uncle John in his prime, or my grandfather Seymour in his prime, my Uncle Charlie Fagan, and my Aunt Julia, and my Aunt Phil, I would say, hey, okay, send Oakland to the pits of perdition. But they've had their time. Just like I really begin to think, if I get another 20 years myself, I'll be happy.
Oh, look over here. Look at the camera. What do you got to say? This is your 15 minutes of fame.
My 15 minutes of fame
Yes.
is more than I need. I'd rather be known as a gentleman than be notorious or famous or anything like that.
Oh.
I would just much rather have people say Steve wasn't so damn bad.
Compared to what?
Compared to a lot of people I can think of, like Idi Amin and Milosevic and Stalin and Hitler and that McVeigh asshole.
What am I looking at now?
There's so damn many people that. McVeigh gave him credit. He took the last rites and confessed to a priest.
Yeah.
So we get a square away. When you kick me out, I'll sleep in my car until I'm sober enough to drive.
Put your hat on.
All right.
Put the old chapeau on there.
Yeah, like I said, I like a hat. I see they start to come back in style.
Oh, yes.
But you don't wear them like the G-Man did.
You're in style.
You wear them like this.
Like that?
Yeah, you want a slant to it,
Oh, a little askew there?
Yeah,
Dapper.
yeah. Dapper Dan, you don't look like a G-Man. Did you ever hear about Melvin Purvis and
Oh, yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover?
Oh, yeah.
Story is that Hoover was a homosexual and he had a mad crush on Melvin Purvis. And for some damn reason, I think Hoover turned on Melvin Purvis and put him on a bicycle, meaning sent him all over moved him every 6 or 7 weeks to another FBI office. And Purvis finally says, to hell with this, and quit. He sabotaged Melvin Purvis. Who was movie star good looking?
You look pretty good.
Yeah, for an old fat fart.
You look pretty good, Steve.
Pardon me. What can I say?
How would you like to be remembered now?
Well, as a guy tried to do the right thing. Guy tried to be a gentleman. Yeah, Steve drank too much, but he could be kind, and if he needed a helping hand, Admitted I don't have a great deal of physical courage.
Oh, don't say that.
It's true, I didn't cry today, I got 4 Fs by the draft.
That's right, huh? So what year were you born now, Steve?
47.
1947.
Which makes me another one of those old ugly gargoyles. I never thought I could be old and fat.
So what occasion are we celebrating today? Today is what?
4th of July, my country 'tis of thee, and bombs burst in midair.
Ah.
Oh, say, can you see? You want to know something that's funny? I was SDS at the University of Connecticut.
You were?
Yes. I don't know if they were ever affiliated with the National. I think they were independents. But every time I go to a Red Sox game, I stand up and sing the national anthem. I sing my heart out.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's my country. And somebody says, yeah, why did you go to Vietnam? And I have to say, what the hell did we have against them?
So you didn't like Vietnam?
No, I didn't like Vietnam. Name of it was I want to shoot my ass off.
better tilt your hat back. We can't get a good view of you, but there we go.
And my mother was busily saying, oh, if the war breaks out again, they'll send Robert to Canada. And I'm thinking, you'll have assholes like Gary Lucier lobbying to disqualify any American that goes to Canada to deduct a draft of his citizenship.
So what was your number in the lottery?
95.
Number 95. 95. So did you vote for Nixon?
I don't eat shit. I don't drink piss. I don't take it in the ass.
Can I buy you a beer?
Yes, please.
All right, you just kill some time while I get some beer here. Do a little ad-libbing here. Tell a joke or something.
Tell a joke. You know the difference between a Sicilian and an Irishman?
No, what you gotta do, you gotta look at the camera, see?
The camera sees me, don't it?
No, yeah, but look at the camera, see?
You don't have shotgun mics on it?
Just look at the lens.
The difference between
Right there at the lens.
that dark thing.
Look at the dark circle.
You know the difference between a Sicilian and an Irishman?
What is the difference between a Sicilian and an Irishman?
The Irishman would rather be a dead lion than a live dog. The Sicilian says, oh, I'd sell being a dog. Ah, sure, what do you mean you hit Diddy? Lupo, the wolf.
The wolf, Lupo.
That's the difference between a Sicilian and an Irishman. That's all there is, you know. Now the owl and the parrot were watching the Late Show. It was Clark Gable and Gene Harlow in the Red Dust. And Gable was putting moves on Harlow.
So you gotta look at the lens, right there, right at the lens, right there.
And the parrot says, somebody's gonna get fucked. Somebody's gonna get fucked. Somebody's gonna get fucked. And the owl says, whoo, whoo, whoo. And the parrot says, not you flat-faced old bastard. I'm sorry, my jokes are pretty damn bad.
Well, so, what was I gonna ask you?
Yeah, yeah. Anything. Anything.
Can I ask you a question? Any question? Any question?
Any question. I'll try to be truthful.
Really? This would be like 60 minutes. I can ask you any question.
You're Mike Malice. I don't like that, man.
What's your fondest memory of Putnam High School? Besides graduating.
Pissing on the unwalkable seal.
Pissing on it.
Remember that?
Yeah, the seal.
I walked all over it.
You did?
I even looked on my dick and pissed at it. Well, 9 out of 10 of the guys did.
What's your worst memory of Putnam High School?
George Sapery.
Really?
The first class I was ever in, he taught, I asked him a dumb question. He said, Mr. Janket, Napoleon always said you had to give your orders so that the dumbest soldier could understand them clearly. Everybody laughed at me, including Oakwood. Now, if you ever get Oakwood laughing at me, Beppa from go to you.
Well, which brings us to another subject. 35 years later.
Yeah.
35 years later. What is your opinion of Peter O'Coin? Be honest now. I can edit this out if you don't. We can edit this out. If he was standing here right now and he sat down,
I'd break that beer bottle off in the fireplace and put it in his face.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I would, John. He's drunk enough to say that.
What? Okay.
And don't go running around behind my back and tell him what I said about him.
If you could tell him one thing, what would you like to tell him?
Drop dead.
Drop dead. Drop dead. That's succinct enough, right?
Yeah.
That's to the point. Wow. You wouldn't, if he came in now, would you like to bury the hatchet, as it were?
I'd like to use a 45 automatic on it. Spear, 185 grain, jacketed hollow points. They call them flying ash tubes. They go in small and they expand.
If you could go back, say, 35 years to the class reunion, or 35 years to the high school, what person would you most like to sit down and talk to? Just have a conversation with...
Mike Dunn.
Mike Dunn.
Mike Dunn never made fun of me.
Now,
I don't know if Mike Dunn was an insider, he probably was.
who's the person you would least like to be trapped in a room with?
Who do you think?
His first name Pete?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, you can go in business as a lay psychiatrist.
If you could somehow get one of the teachers in this room, what teacher would you most like to say something to at this point?
Oh, by Louis Rivera.
Louis Rivera. And what did he teach?
He tried to teach me trig.
Trigonometry.
And,
So what would you like to tell Louis?
the goddamn sir, you tried.
You tried. Okay. What was your favorite subject in high school?
Plain geometry.
Plain geometry. What was your least favorite subject in high school?
Mr. Cloutier was okay. My least favorite subject, I think, was George, General George, and biology.
Biology.
Like I said, after that crack he made about dumb shit dicks, my mother thinks he's wonderful because, number one, he's kin.
He is.
He's kin to me. He's some kind of 17th cousin, 7 times removed, half-assed.
Touch hole relation?
Yes. Blood relation.
Oh, blood. Really?
You have to think George was doing things right because he was estranged. His daughter didn't want any part of him.
George?
Yeah, his daughter didn't want any part of him. He cut her down in front of an assembly one time. Oh, Miss Sammy, how nice to have you with us. Cut his own daughter down in front of everybody.
Really? I didn't know that.
My mother thinks, oh, it's wonderful. He was National Guard for years and wound up a colonel in the Army Reserve. Oh, yes, that's a generation. My mother thought, oh, yes, that nice Mr. Saeezy. I mean, my parents' generation, they all thought Saeezy could walk on water.
Saeezy, what was his nickname? Do you remember?
The weasel.
AKA the Weasel. The ferret.
Oh, yes, he's Army. He's going to bring discipline to these kids.
Right.
So what happens is he decides that the lunch hour is getting too noisy.
Right. I remember.
And so he started putting, I forget what he did about it being too noisy. Then they had the great lunch strike, you know.
Oh, the lunch strike.
Remember that?
No, I don't, to be honest with you.
Well, he tried to put a limit on a number of, what was it, these cookie and vanilla ice cream bars, you know, that you could buy.
Ah, okay.
And people stopped buying lunch. The only one buying lunch was Mary Jean Hayden.
Mary Jean.
She was from Mars. I'm not knocking her, I'm just saying she was,
And Saeezy was from Uranus.
yes, you were raised, you got wiped out.
If you could go back and talk to one girl from that time, what girl would you like to chat with?
Mary Jean.
Mary Jean Hayden.
Look, I'm not bragging, but the first date I ever had, we went on Frenching.
We don't want to get too personal now.
Well, I'm not making this up.
No.
And I got a fucking hard on her full long. And if I'd have known what I was doing, we might have wound up in a sack, except that it was the next room and her daddy was cleaning his deer gun.
His deer gun?
Yeah.
Didn't that give you a little cause for alarm? Her father was loading a deer gun?
Cleaning it.
Oh, cleaning a deer gun. Oh. That must have been a little disconcerting, though.
She said, oh no, he takes his guns out and cleans them about once a week just to amuse himself.
Oh.
You know, his was a shocking wedding.
Whose?
Mary Jean Hayden's daddy and mommy weren't married when Mary Jean Hayden's mama got pregnant by Walt Hayden.
Now, wait a minute. Now, why don't we get caught for libel here? Can you substantiate this, or is this...
Several different people told me this.
Really?
It was a case of her daddy telling Walt Hayden, you're 33, you've got my daughter pregnant, you're going to get married, kid. See, in those days, they didn't have any compunctions about shotgun marriages.
No. That was a fact of life.
Yeah. You got the girl pregnant, you married her.
Period.
Mm.
For better or for worse, in sickness and health.
I did not have the faintest idea that Mary Jean Hayden, that Candace Smith had a mad crush on Mary Jean Hayden.
Really?
Candace Smith was always rhapsodizing about Mary Jean Hayden. I was just too goddamn innocent to pick up on this. See, I was a real innocent kid.
Well, as you look back now, what would be your biggest regret as far as your years in Putnam High School?
Then I couldn't have spoken, I couldn't have learned more French, you know. But I had a visceral hatred of that language.
That's your biggest regret? You couldn't learn more French?
Mr. Clutie, I ran into him at the bank about 3-4 months ago, and he asked me to say something in French.
Really?
And I had trouble stringing together a short sentence en français. He remembered me, he liked me.
Maurice,
Yeah,
you ran into him at the bank.
yeah. Well, now he's got bushy white hair. He doesn't have that crew cut anymore.
Who does? Wow.
He was a good teacher.
No.
A lot of them were. Jack Hessian, you know, and he remarked about this coup d'etat in some damn African country, and I said, yeah, the whole world's going cuckoo.
Jack Hessian.
Yeah. And he thought that was funny as hell. He said, that's not a bad pun.
Jack Hessian.
No, I wish the hell I could have been better in trigonometry, too.
That's your biggest regret in high school. You couldn't speak French and
Plain geometry and trigonometry left me bewildered.
trigonometry. How about gym class? How'd you feel about taking gym class?
I loved it when we were playing badminton.
You love badminton?
I used to play a hell of a lot of badminton. I was not half bad.
Oh boy.
See, I wasn't always old and fat and stiff.
Well, so how do you feel you look now, 35 years later?
Like a fucking gargoyle.
You better put the hat back on. We're getting a little shine from the camera here.
I know. Did you ever hear about the time that Joe Venuti, remember him, the violinist,
Yeah, absolutely.
was at Art Ford's jazz party, and Art Ford's is now our sponsor, Vitalis. And Joe Venuti says, Art, let me do the ad. And Joe Venuti says, this is the greatest hair tonic in the world. And he pulls off his hat, and Joe Venuti had a classic chrome dome.
Yeah, yeah.
And he points to his head and says, look what Vitalis did for me. And the light bounces off the camera, goes back, hits the lens, short circuit, everything goes to dark except the audio. Guaranteed the last Vitalis ad Joe Venuti ever did.
If you could go back, say, 2,000 years and talk to anyone, any figure from the last 2,000 years, who would you like to sit down
Ernest
with?
Hemingway.
Ernest, in the last 2,000 years, Ernest Hemingway?
I'd like to,
You wouldn't want to talk to,
Ernest Hemingway. I would wait until he was really ticked off, pissed off, and he'd written his 1,500 words a day, and he was working on letters to the editor and people he didn't like. See, and Kurt Bingham and I decided we'd steal a time machine and go back to Key West in 1935. We'd have a fifth of Glenlivet and a case of Valentine's Ale iced down. We kept knocking at his gate singing, "We two kings more in are."
Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway.
What if you go back 5,000 years? You wouldn't want to talk to Julius Caesar? Alexander the Great?
Alexander the Great might be fun to talk to.
Jesus?
Well, I think I might ask Jesus to hear my confession.
You think he's got time to hear your confession?
Well, he's God, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I won't get into that. But Ernest Hemingway is the guy you would like to talk to.
Ernest Hemingway, yes.
If you could talk to one sports figure in the last
Ted Williams.
100 years, the splendid Splinter.
Theodore Samuel Williams. If he likes you, he likes you. If he hates you, he doesn't like you.
Did Ted Williams ever come off to you as something of a misanthrope to you, or is that just my imagination?
He came up rough. His daddy ran off from his mother. He came up poor.
Well,
Ted Williams was an extremely intelligent man who, well, he did it in his way. If he hadn't had talent, he'd have been a nobody. If he hadn't been able to hit the fastball better than anybody who ever lived, he'd have been a zip. And believe me, he knew this. You know, it's like Sinatra knew that if Sinatra couldn't sing, what the hell was Sinatra?
if you could talk to one musician in the last 100 years, who would you like to talk to? One musician.
Last 100 years, one musician.
One musician.
Wouldn't have been Miles Davis.
Okay, good.
Maybe Lord Diz.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Yep.
You'd like to talk to Dizzy Gillespie?
Would you ever read his autobiography, as told to?
No.
God, there's a man who was angry as hell. He said, people are down on me, and they're down on people with skin of my color, with brown skin who come from Africa. He said, what the hell sense this makes, I don't fucking know. He was angry about it, angry as hell. He was the one man in the world that Miles Davis completely respected.
Well, if you could talk to one politician in the last 500 years, who would you like to talk to? 500 years, one politician. In any country.
Ike.
You'd want to talk to Dwight Eisenhower?
Charlie, for the time, he was a damn fine president.
You wouldn't want to talk to George Washington or Abraham Lincoln? You wouldn't want to talk to Lenin or Hitler?
I would have shot Hitler between the fucking eyes.
You want to talk to Dwight Eisenhower?
I would have asked him, how did you ever have enough nerve to tell the forces gathered up for the D-Day invasion, let's go?
You wouldn't want to talk to FDR. You want to talk to
Ike.
Ike. What are you going to ask him? How'd you do in a golf course today?
No, I would have asked him, how did you get enough nerve to tell the guys, go?
You wouldn't want to talk to Dwight? You wouldn't want to talk to MacArthur?
Oh Christ, Ike and MacArthur hated each other's guts.
You wouldn't want to talk to Harry Truman, ask him
Okay,
about
I'll take Harry Truman if I can't have Ike.
Well, wait a minute now. You can have whoever you want.
Ike, okay, Harry Truman.
Well, now you change your mind. Now you want to talk to Harry. Give him hell Harry.
Give him hell, Harry. Like I said, I was in a hospital. They sent this shrink in. And he asked me, what else was in the Daily News instead of the New York Times? And I said, because I didn't tell, I just, what it was the guy who's going to be the editor of the New York Times someday says, if I've gotten rid of all the middle-aged white men who read the New York Times, I'll have done something right. And I thought, you dumb asshole, you don't diss your fucking customers.
Ah.
To me, that's contemptible, that's dumb.
Oh, boy. If you could talk, let's see now.
To a hood.
Yeah.
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Listen, Charlie, the man was a genius as an organizer. He was a self-taught CPA.
I guess he was.
No, he could fly the books just as well as any CPA from a college. And by all accounts, he was friendly and good-natured. If you dropped in at his house, he was liable to insist you stayed for lunch. He was, like I said, until of course the SIF and the cocaine got to him.
If you could go back to any point in time in the last 3,000 years and live, what point would you like to go back to and live? Now think about this. In the last 3,000 years.
September of 1966.
September of 1966.
The first time I was ever on my own.
Out of 3,000 years, you wouldn't want to live through the Revolution or the Civil War.
The music wasn't better, it was different, and I was out from under my parents for the first time in my life.
September of 1966.
And I thought I was a hot shit. I'd smoke these Marshall Wheeling long, thin black cigars and English ovals, and I'd read Esquire and smoke a pipe and hang in a student union. And
if you could only keep one album from the last 40 years, what album would you take with you to a deserted desert island?
Sketches of Spain.
Sketches of Spain. Is that Miles?
Yes.
Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain.
Gil Evans rehearsed the band, and what can I say?
Miles Davis was the biggest bigot that I ever heard of.
Miles Davis is an extremely bitter man.
Boy, boy. Well, Miles Davis.
Miles Dewey Davis.
Okay, as we wrap up this interview, is there anything you'd like to say in conclusion that you would like people to know for posterity? Say, this is Steve Janket, this is my message to you. I want you to remember these last 2 paragraphs. Feel free.
When I'm gone,
Yeah.
please don't
Don't judge you too harshly.
judge me too harshly.
Okay.
Because now the end is near. I've done it my way.
My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case.
I did it my way.
way. Regret.
I've got a few. But then again, you get to my age, you do have a few regrets. Mr. Sinatra said so. He said, I've done some things wrong, and I'm ashamed of them.
Keep going, Steve. You're doing good.
But you've got to remember that you don't want to keep hitting yourself with your regrets, or you're going to turn into a fat, lazy, bald drunk like me. And that's about all I really got to say, folks.